been talking about snow all morning, and it's a sure sign that the holiday season is here. Joining us for a winter-themed experiment and to share the details of Noel Night is the Michigan Science Center expert right here, Angela Kavanaugh. Thank you for being here. And also, Kevin Watkins is here from Comerica Bank. I appreciate you both for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having us, Troy. We're super excited to be here. I brought my friend Kevin this morning because at the Michigan Science Center in all of Midtown Detroit is Noel Night on Saturday, which is December 7th. Woohoo. And the Michigan Science Center is hosting a series of activities. It's also a free day thanks to the generous sponsoring of Comerica Bank. So we thought we'd come on today, talk about some winter activities, and do a little bit of math.
All right, so you guys are all about STEM at Comerica Bank.
We are, yeah. We definitely understand the importance of pouring this knowledge and this information into our youth. And so when the opportunity came to sponsor the Community Free Day with the Michigan Science Center, it was a no-brainer.
We love it. Thank you. So what are we going to get into? We're going to get into some scary stuff.
I feel like we should do a little bit of experiment. No, nothing scary from the Michigan Science Center. So we're going to talk a little bit about what happens when it gets really cold outside, when you can like see your breath. Do you happen to know the temperature outside today?
It's 20 degrees. I know that
20 degrees. That's why he's our favorite meteorologist. And does anyone know the temperature of the human body?
You know it.
98.6.
98.6. We're going to round up to 100 just to make things easier.
Okay.
So 100 minus 20, what would that be? About
80.
80, exactly.
Yes.
So when you go outside right now, you can probably see your breath. That's about an 80-degree difference between the temperature inside of your mouth and the air outside. But we're going to be using liquid nitrogen here today, which is about negative 320 degrees. So way, way colder, about 340 degrees colder than it is outside today. Now I'm doing some mental math. And so we're going to see what happens when we take that temperature of the negative 320 degrees and incorporate it into the temperature of our mouth. And my hair got a little
So
bit
we're going to create that sort of smoky, what do you call it? When you see your breath, it looks like smoke sort of. We're going to create that.
We like to call it dragon's breath at the Michigan Science Center, and you'll see why in just a second. So I just have some Cheerios here. We're going to add in our liquid nitrogen.
Ooh.
You can see, very cold.
Oh, I love it. Oh, it feels cold.
Yeah, very nice, right? Very nice.
You can feel it.
We're going to give it a little stir around and then go ahead and put it back into our cup here. Make sure it's nice and frozen. And then what you're going to do, I'm sure we all have great table manners, but I want you to just pop it into your mouth, all right?
The whole thing?
Yep. Hang on just a second. We'll get some for Kevin as well.
All right.
Now, you don't have to worry about the liquid nitrogen because it has already boiled off because the temperature of the room is so much greater.
And then I'm eating this, right?
Yep. And go ahead and chew with your mouth open.
Okay,
just
right
pop
now?
it right on back.
Whoa.
Woohoo! We got some dragons here at CBS Detroit this morning. So that's what about a 400-degree difference looks like between the negative 320 degree Fahrenheit liquid nitrogen and about the 100-degree temperature of your mouth.
And that tastes good, too.
It tastes good. A little breakfast cereal for you. Now, I was curious to see what would happen if we even increased that temperature difference. So now we're not talking about the human body. We're going to talk about boiling water.
Okay.
Does anyone know the temperature of boiling water? I move these things aside.
212 degrees.
212 degrees. Excellent job. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to combine the boiling water with the liquid nitrogen and see if we can create even more of sort of that big cloud. We call this a thunder cloud. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Kevin, I'm going to need your help with this.
Okay.
So if you can dump in that boiling water, I'm going to put in the liquid nitrogen first.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You go first?
I'm going to go first. I'm going to dump it all in. And then you're going to dump in that boiling water. Let's see our thunder cloud. Dump it all in.
Look at that.
Nice.
Woo.
And like a magician, we can disappear.
I love this. I want to do this at home.
Well, unfortunately,
it's chilly, yes.
liquid nitrogen is not super safe because it is so cold. That's why I'm wearing these cryo gloves. They're kind of like oven mitts for things that are really cold, as well as my glasses. But since you all were dealing with it, you're totally fine. And now we have a cool cloud that'll go on for a minute.
I know the kids love this.
They absolutely do. And they can see it at the Michigan Science Center this weekend on Saturday, specifically for Noel Night. We have a ton of cool programming going on. Kevin, do you want to tell us about what Comerica is doing?
Yeah, for sure. So we're actually going to have 2 financial education sessions. It's going to run from 11:30 to 12:30, and then again at 1 to 2. And we're going to talk about banking basics as well as credit scores and reports. We realize how important it is to have that financial information. So we have individuals dedicated professionals there to share that information.
And I think it's so great that you guys are doing that because we don't really learn about that in school. Like even the kids can learn this early on as well as parents, because things like balancing a checkbook, being prepared, you know, when you have the credit card debt and all that kind of stuff. So I love that. That's something we need more of.
And it's all free on Saturday at the Michigan Science Center. So make sure you come on down. That's this Saturday, December 7th.
Now tell me more about Noel Nights.
Noel Night. So that is happening all throughout the Midtown District. It involves things like shops and restaurants, museums as well, of course, like us. And on Saturday, we will open until 5 p.m., which is a little bit later than usual, so that we can really make sure that we service as many people as we can, and a lot of people can come in.
And it's so much fun to come and see you do these experiments with the kids. What kind of reaction do they usually give you when they see that kind of thing?
Lots of screaming of joy, lots of laughter, lots of exactly. You're a perfect example of how people react.
And eating the cereal was a lot of fun. I thank you so much, Angela and Kevin, for being here today.